Welcome back, everybody, to another fun special of Paranormal New Normal. I'm your host, as always, Jeremy. On these types of specials, I'm just here for a good time, and we're guaranteeing you're gonna have. I'm guaranteed you're gonna have one because this is a fun topic, and if you haven't guessed, yes, it's a bracket. We haven't done them in a while. I got a bunch coming up in the next week, so you're welcome. But it's a bracket, and it is going to be a fun bracket to do because there's only one person who has done this bracket so far, and we haven't even done a group one yet. So tonight, folks, we are going back. We are putting on our sandals, we're putting on our little skirts, and we're going to go play with swords in the sand because it's the 2-on-1 Greek Mythology Movies Bracket. Yay!
I'm free in my skirt. I'm breathing. I can breathe.
Oh, you gotta put on the skirt. Come on now.
Oh, no,
I refuse to do this without a leather skirt.
A leather skirt?
It has to be. It's got other strips. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're going to let you have a word in edgewise, Jeremy. I'm sorry.
All good. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a rawhide skirt, if anything. But
probably, yeah, that makes more sense.
But and yeah, folks, it's Greek mythology. Everybody who listens to the show on the regular knows my love for Greek mythology, or any mythology for that matter. So I love these movies, and I've seen all of them except two, as my audience should know by now, because the first one of these will be releasing in the next couple of weeks, I believe. So you'll get to hear it for the first time then if you're listening to this on Spotify. But these folks have, I believe it is, 36 Greek mythology movies to go between. There can only be one winner, because this is Paranormal, the new normal.
Nice.
And I will now kick you down a well. But as I said, and thank you, Harley, for watching. And they can join in Saturday on the bracket on the Asylum if they're free, but that's up to them. I'll discuss that with them after the show. That's it. They're free. We don't. That's up to them. We can just. They don't even know what the fuck topic it is, so we can discuss it after the show. But
I assume it's crazy.
I mean, I didn't put it together, so I can't particularly say, but crazy. In the asylum, there's pad rooms for a reason, and I don't just mean so it's easier on the knees when you're having fun. But anyway, but folks, it's gonna be a good one. But folks. As I said, 36 movies, and I believe this ranking list came from Ranker. So blame everybody that votes on Ranker if you don't like the rankings. They ain't my choice.
Done.
Yes, done. And as always, we like to go in alphabetical order here, because people that have their name starts with J are just better in the world. Thank you. But so James always gets to start us off on the first one here.
Yo.
And Kevin can bring up the rear. But and as always, folks. So this is a 2-on-1 bracket. So if they are really split on something or can't decide, it becomes my choice. And on a movie bracket, that's a whole nother realm. So not exactly on this one, but because most of these movies are pretty damn amazing. But in other worlds, that could be worse. But so, James, the first matchup you have, there's a 64-year difference between these two movies.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know, right? It's ranked at number 14, 300, Rise of an Empire from 2014, versus number 29, Orpheus from 1950.
Oh, God. Oh, okay. I don't think 300, the second 300, was as good as the first one. I think the only thing that really set itself apart was like the damn near opening scene of main character literally getting it on with Ava Green. I was like, okay, that's how we're starting. This is how you draw me in. Okay, I got it. But I'll think Orpheus. I think Orpheus will take this one.
I think I have to agree.
Gotta go with the classic.
Yeah, the classic.
Shit.
It's
Yeah.
got the. It's got.
And
Yeah, exactly. Retelling. I mean, if you go with an older movie that had a, I would say, a closer look at a proper premise versus
Yeah.
let's go over the top and just do crazy things.
Slow motion.
Hey,
Half the.
this is the origin of the bad guy from the first movie. He
Well,
was small. Now he's a big man covered in gold. Look at him. Special.
He loses.
Yeah.
well, I mean that. Are we talking about the biopic pick of Mr. T or Flavor Flav here, or are we talking about Orpheus? I mean, 300.
I mean, technically, I think they're almost the same thing.
Is that the second?
Yeah, the second.
Is that
Yeah,
the- yeah.
second 300. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it is the birth of Mr. T.
It is a second 300, but if you're both going for Orpheus, then shit, that's a surprise and a half to me out of the bat because
Really?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you've seen the 1950 Orpheus. I really am. I mean, it's a black and white subtitle. It's a black and white subtitle movie. It's not a movie that most people would turn on when they're kids or something like and just keep watching.
I mean,
I'm
that's
not-
what subtitles are for.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Culture. They may not look at culture.
Sometimes I do not mind watching subtitles.
I cannot
I watch.
show on without subtitles because children.
Yes.
They will.
I completely understand that. I completely understand that with the children, and I watch a lot of movies for this podcast, and a lot of they're horror movies, so a lot of them are Japanese or Korean or somewhere in Europe. So I do watch a lot of movies with subtitles, but I just prefer movies in English so much more. But
Still, I have to have subtitles because when it gets too loud and I can't hear shit and I get mad, so I can read. I can use my eyes when I can't use my ears.
Yeah. It has
Well,
become the age of subtitles.
Yes, yeah.
Whether you want them or not.
It's difficult to watch movies without subtitles now. It feels weird.
It does.
well, I mean, I do love both these movies, so I'm not disappointed either way. I will say that I don't think 302 was bad at all. I think it was actually pretty freaking great, and I like the backstory of the villain, and I like that they built. I like that they did the backstory. Plus, they also did like that post battle. They did post battle too, which is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And they showed what happened to the freaky guy with the hump that betrayed the Spartans.
That piece of shit.
What an asshole!
Oh, he got his. He got his. But
Yeah,
well,
finally got
the next matchup to see what's gonna face Orpheus, you could say it's a Herculean matchup. It's number 13, Hercules from 2014, and yes, that is the one with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, playing Hercules, and it's going against number 28, and another freaking. Well, actually, no, this one's only 54-year difference, but it's number 28. It's number 28, Goliath and the Dragon from 1960.
Oh my god, that one I have not seen. Which one? Which one are we looking at? Which one? Okay, Goliath and Dragon. I don't know that one, but it looks like Goliath and Dragon. Honestly, it looks like another Clash of the Titans type of movie from the era. But I haven't fully seen that one. There's a few I have not, and I feel terrible. But I know that I remember the Hercules movie, and that one I did not like though.
Oh, you mean because
I will let you guys debate this for a couple minutes while I go take care of something real fast.
Okay, Jeremy's gonna take a shit, so we got to talk about Hercules.
all right. So as far I think it's if I'm right, this is a movie that had Ian Shane, as one of his party members that were helping him keep up the ruse of actually being a Greek.
oh, so it was a
demigod.
ruse of him.
He was not
being
actually.
Hercules.
So he was strong, but he was not an actual demigod. So
Okay, so it was bullshit Hercules, is what they should have called it.
yes,
Okay, and
but it was
so-
just Dwayne being Dwayne.
Goliath and the Dragon. I am always I have an attachment to fantasy genres, and if you have
A dragon.
big monsters and dragons, I mean dragons,
Dragon.
and dragons, then I'm gonna be a fan. So, I know that movie was bullshit. So
yeah, considering I've seen it once, and I was just like, I will not.
I will never need to see this ever again.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Goliath and the Dragon, but for 1960, I bet I would like it more.
I will concur.
So I'm gonna go with Goliath and the Dragon. But since he's still gone, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great.
I know we've done a lot.
We have done a lot. This is our third recording tonight.
I know, right?
How's everybody else out there
I know,
in
right?
Paranormal, the New Normal land?
Hurry,
Yeah.
hurry,
Hello.
hurry.
Hello. How are? How do?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to stop using the bad.
You're what?
Japanese
Yeah.
names.
What is this? The
I don't know. I'm just getting rid of the L.
The Christmas story. Rah, 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 rah.
Someone is literally going to sue us.
Yeah, I'm going to hell.
there's gonna be some hate crimes.
Oh God,
Committed
I don't
against
mean
us.
it. It's not meant to be an insult. I'm sorry.
I know, right? It's all in do fun. I mean, literally, Family Guy did it. They did it first.
Yeah,
They pointed it out to you.
and not even that long ago.
I mean, friggin' Scooby Doo was doing it on a weekly basis with the cartoon.
Ricky's Raggy.
Correct. So anyway,
Jinkies.
that's a
What?
that's a deep road to travel.
Are you talking about where Velma has gone lately?
where Velma could go?
What is it?
Where,
What is it? Rule 38, where
Oh,
if it exists, there's a porn about it,
wasn't that the whole purpose of?
Is that
was
Rule
Was that
38?
a movie?
or it's 69.
I
I can't remember what the rule number is. Does anybody else remember what the rule number is?
I don't know.
Because
Thanks.
if it exists, there's a porn about it. I know there's a rule about that. It's like Murphy's Law.
Darwin's
Huh?
Law.
No, that's not Darwin.
Murphy?
I don't think anything's evolving into porn.
Which Murphy are we talking about here?
No, I'm not saying it's Murphy's Law. I'm saying there's a law. It's like Rule 38 or something like that, where if it exists, there's a porn about it.
Why are you making
That's
me
a.
have to look this
Oh, he's about to Google it.
Why would you have to make me Google?
You gotta Google it.
Rule
Apparently.
38.
Yeah.
Rule 38.
Yeah.
Rule 38.
Well, I don't know. The rule about if it exists, just write if it exists, there is a porn about it, because then it's. I know that's the rule. Is that
Adopting release.
no, not civil procedure. This is not a political podcast. We can't
Obviously.
do. This isn't our podcast. We can't
Well, we
do
are
whatever the
censored.
fuck we want. There's a porn. Rule 38. I was right, or is it Rule
I
34?
think it's Rule 34.
Rule
Yeah,
34.
The best Rule 34.
Okay, if it exists, there's a porn about it.
Yeah.
So,
Rule 34.
and I mean, like, porn decided which way our listen. Hear me out. Don't
Right.
make the face.
I'm just.
No, I'm saying
I'm just
porn
side-eyeing.
decided
Uh-huh.
which way everything was going after VHS, because there was the choice. It was going
Oh,
DVD or
Holy shit! Why are you bringing?
because this is. I'm sorry. He left us alone,
No.
and this is where
No.
we're going.
Because you're bringing up some shit from Tropic Thunder. You've been talking to me the whole time. I was talking to anybody who was listening. High def versus fucking Blu-ray.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Porn decides. Where it's going. Tropic Thunder. Why isn't Tropic Thunder? Oh wait, because it doesn't involve Greek gods. But
Correct.
it's still classic. It's still a classic.
It's super classic.
Classic.
I'm sorry.
My favorite scene is
People-
throwing that kid when he stabs him in the back, and he just cartwheels into the river.
I'm still sitting here like Robert Downey Jr.
Mhm.
And
I'm a dude dressed as another dude, disguised as another dude.
you can say that it was blackface. I'm still sitting here like he was a very convincing black man.
Yes, he was. He was. I'll give him that. That was a lot of makeup.
What? Do I
We got
want to know what the fuck you guys are talking about?
We got distracted. We had to fill 3 or 4 minutes, so we had to bullshit, and it just went into Tropic Thunder.
Somehow.
Oh, I'm the dude playing the other dude.
That's exactly what we just said.
Every time.
Well, because we were talking about, was it Rule 30, 34?
Yeah,
Rule
34.
38. 34. 34?
34. It's 34, trust me.
Yeah. Anything, yeah. If it exists, there's a porn about it.
Correct.
And
Yep.
so, yeah, so we moved on. But I think that we decided that it was a Goliath and the Dragon,
Yes.
because
Oh.
I know that The Rock did a pretty shitty job
I mean,
in Hercules.
The cast was good.
Okay, yeah, I mean, okay, if you're gonna say it that way, then yeah, the cast was amazing. Freaking Ian McShane is always incredible in everything he's in.
Thank you.
Even though I'm used to watching it, even though I'm used to watching him play a Santa Claus trying to rape a nun,
That or
but
fucking Odin himself.
and I mean, and John Hurt's always good in everything he's in too. So it was a damn good movie. So I enjoyed it. And I mean, I didn't think The Rock did too bad a job playing Hercules. I mean,
Maybe it was a bad story then. I just wasn't a huge fan.
Like again, it's literally Hercules, but him not being an actual demigod.
I haven't seen, and I honestly haven't fully seen Goliath and the Dragon, but since it's 1961, it's probably more like Clash of the Titans, and I really liked the original Clash of the Titans.
Clash versus like over the top budget film with big name actors.
Yeah, and I mean, creatures. So
I mean, Mark Forrest and Gabi Andre, yeah, they're both kind of big names, not huge, but and it wasn't horrible. It was Goliath and the Dragon was not horrible, but the monster's design was so freaking horrible that I. But I mean, it was the 1960s. So what are you gonna fucking do? They look like Doctor Who enemies.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You haven't seen Velocipaster then.
Velocipaster.
It's on a list. It's on a list I just made. I'm pretty sure, but. But,
oh yeah.
All right. I guess.
That was terrible.
It's going to be a classic movie matchup in the next round, I guess.
I know.
But the next matchup you got is a 60s matchup.
Okay.
It's number 12, Spartacus from 1960 versus number 27, Oedipus the King from 1968.
I'm sorry. But I got to go with Spartacus.
I was gonna agree.
Spartacus is so iconic. It's a classic.
It's an icon.
I'm sorry. That's some bitch.
Yeah, Spartacus. That is
and it's a Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah,
it's a Kubrick.
Yeah,
you can't get better than a Kubrick at that time.
Delightful. It was. I liked it.
Well, I mean, I watched it. It was long as fucking shit. That's one thing I'll say.
Would you say as long as Dune or Titanic?
Definitely Titanic. But hey, I actually have to rewatch Titanic in the next couple weeks for another podcast. But
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for you.
It's been a good 25 years, so I'll rewatch it.
There was room on the door, people. There was room on the door.
Oh, we've had that argument on multiple shows multiple times, and Rose is one of the biggest villains in movie history. But
yes, selfish.
And the band played till the goddamn boat sank. Until the water stuck down. You're right.
I never saw Oedipus the King because it was one of those few movies I couldn't find anywhere. I think it was actually banned because of the content, because it's Oedipus and it's a story about a guy getting tricked into sleeping with his mother and then poking his own eyes out. So
that's a sad day.
I mean,
that's a real sad day. There's nothing else to say about it. We're just sad.
I'm just sitting here like, how do you get tricked? That badly.
That's how you get tricked.
I believe it was a dark room, and he was told it was somebody else, and they didn't really pay much attention back then when they were told to go sleep with somebody.
Don't talk, just do it.
No. Well, I mean, it's ancient civilizations. Men had all power; they didn't give a shit.
That's true. They just found a wet hole and went for it.
I mean, yeah, basically. But I personally don't think that Spartacus holds a candle to any modern historical drama. They're just it was so horribly done, I think. But
it was kind of drawn out, but I don't know. I think
those words actually are in my fucking review. It was way too drawn out for the story it was telling.
Yeah,
I could say the same thing about the Batman, but
yeah.
I don't think so, but okay.
I think the I will only give my
But
2 cents on it because I thought the story was fine. I just think it was a little bit too drawn out. The
I mean,
overall thing of it was great. The overall cinematography was great. The cast was amazing. I just think it could have been just like 30 minutes shorter. Just a little.
yeah, I agree. I
Just a
mean, Gladiator basically did the same thing in 2 hours flat. So,
That's all I'm saying.
but the next matchup to see who's going to face Spargus in the next round, and I already have a feeling who it's going to be. I think I could be wrong completely, but it's a it's a 56-year difference between the two movies. It's number 11, Wonder Woman from 2017, versus number 26, Antigone from 1961.
Remind me, Antigone, what it is.
Antigone, it's about one. It's about one of the daughters of Oedipus,
Okay.
and because Oedipus dies a beggar because he gouged his own eyes out after sleeping with his mother and killing his father, and he married his mother actually in this version too.
I probably seen it.
And basically, it's about his children having to survive in that.
All right, I'm gonna go with Wonder Woman because I like that movie. That one was one of the few DC movies I didn't find terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Terrible.
I'm gonna go with Wonder Woman. I'm sorry, just that's probably really shallow of me, but fucking Wonder Woman was it was actually a decent DC movie.
I think as far as origin stories, yes. The inclusion of Ares is a great part because he lived amongst
Yes.
and was pissed as shit, but laid the fuck low.
Yeah.
And just amped them up. Yeah, go for war. Go for war.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I mean, he's a god of war, so.
But he looked like the most peaceful son of a bitch.
Well,
The most peaceful son, and that was the best part. He played them bitches for fools. Fools.
I mean, Odin walked the earth for many a century as a withered old man with a cane.
Fair enough.
And only the most intelligent, wise people knew who he was. They figured it out eventually. But
it's better than the Greek. We're just like, I'm coming down to get some booty.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a cow and fuck a princess. Ooh, Minotaur.
Behold my.
Yeah, thankfully none of these movies really have to do with what Zeus does on Earth. Thank God. But
keep it in your pants, Zeus.
Hercules. Hercules.
Ooh. But which way do you want to go there? I believe Kevin didn't answer yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman takes that.
Yeah, I liked Wonder Woman. That was
I honestly was kind of hoping you were going to go that way, because that means it will be Wonder Woman versus Spartacus in the next round.
I mean,
that's a matchup.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, that's easy.
And that means the next matchup you have to face is a 51-year difference. Again, a big difference. And it's number 10, Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters from 2013, versus number 25, The Trojan Women from 1972.
See, I remember the first Percy Jackson, but I don't remember the second one so much.
The second one was actually decent. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
I liked the changing the Greek gods into a modern theme.
Yeah.
Sort of books and movies and shit. I find that entertaining as hell.
I actually enjoyed the series.
Like Record of Ragnarok, that shit should be on here. It's amazing. But it's a series, not a movie.
Yeah. I gotta go with Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters. I think I enjoyed the cast. It's basically the same cast from the first movie, and the story wasn't terrible. I thought it was really good.
Actually, it's not the same cast. It's not a lot of the same cast. They recasted a lot of fucking roles.
Son of a bitch! Why they do?
Like the kid who plays his best friend, who's a satyr.
Freaking Grover. That's still
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah,
because Actually, no. Okay, no. Actually, it is the same. Wow, I didn't even recognize. All right, I didn't recognize him even in the second one apparently, but I will say that in the second one, Pierce Brosnan doesn't come back. Like, there's a lot of roles that don't come back.
Yeah, but some of the unfortunately side characters, but he did seem like more of a main character in the first one. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
I think I'd have to agree. I think it's Percy Jackson on that one.
Yeah,
because I mean it's a little more modern, and obviously it's geared more towards young adults. But
yeah. Again, it's the inclusion of it in a modern set.
yeah, that makes a difference, and I think that was a fun. And plus, the books are really good from what I've heard. I haven't read them, but
I've heard the same thing. I haven't read them either because they came out after I was already past that point.
yeah,
But
when I was not young adult anymore.
It kind of be like that.
Be like that.
All the good stuff comes out after you've gotten older and crotchety.
oh, it fucking does. What do you want me to say? But
I had time to read the Dark Elf trilogy, and that was good.
But I just don't have time to read anymore either. That's part of the problem.
Same. Audiobooks are the way to go now.
Yeah.
But and I mean and Trojan Women was honestly the worst movie I had to watch for this bracket. The whole movie is women. The whole movie is women moaning and screaming, and not in a good way.
No, not in a fun way. That's not exciting at all.
Like, literally, it's just about the Trojan women being displaced after the Greeks destroy Troy. It's about them being like displaced and like camping outside the city, and they're all crying and moaning. And it's just there's literally no story really. There's no dialogue. It's all subtitles, so I had to read every fucking word they said. And trust me, there's not much of a story.
I didn't come here for sad people and not mythology. Just because you threw Trojan in there doesn't mean shit to me. No, this is like, I'm sorry, and I hate to even compare it. It's like the Jews being put in the ghetto. They were just thrown out of their homes.
I mean, that's
away with you.
Yeah,
you're done.
That's
no home.
Well, I mean, the only thing I will say they hit on the Trojan women that is important to history is they hit on the whole thing of, oh, if you want to basically be a whore to Greek soldiers, then you can stay in the city.
We love you long time.
Stop it.
I'm sorry. This isn't Full Metal Jacket.
No, this is not Full Metal Jacket.
I mean, it did stick to the story of the myth, at least, of what happened after the Battle of Troy.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, that's not.
But that means my friend PJ, Percy Jackson, will be going on to face one of these two movies in the next round. And this next matchup, it's a 60s versus 70s matchup. It's number 9 from 1963, Jason and the Argonauts, versus number 24 from 1977, Iphigenia.
Jason and the Argonauts. I love that movie. I'm sorry. That's a classic.
I even love the retelling of it.
Yeah.
In the miniseries they did for NBC.
Yeah, even that was good. Like, God, Jason and the Argonauts. That's gotta win. I love that movie. It's just, I mean, it's one of those classic. It's like Oedipus or Odysseus. Yeah. It's all just classic stories that you know.
It's the journey.
Yeah, it's the journey. It's Jason and the Argonauts is a classic journey. I'm
just trying to make it home.
I just want to go. Oh, it's been 30-something years. I got sucked in by siren.
Well, I mean, no, it's not a story of going home. It's a story of trying to find the Golden Fleece.
At first.
But Jason and the Argonauts, I still remember that movie.
I mean, if you want a story about going home, that's the Odyssey. That's a story about just trying. That's a story about spending 10 years trying to go home after a war.
Fuck. I've got my stuff mixed up.
Yeah. We're getting mixed up on our old claymation.
Well, the Odyssey was. I don't think they ever really made the Odyssey into a movie.
I don't think they did either. But maybe I'm thinking of Jason and the Argonauts and what's that? Oh, what's that other movie?
You got
this. Shut up! I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna remember because I think it's on here.
You sure?
I don't think it is actually, but unless I'm not sure what movie you're talking about.
Really?
Reminds me of that.
Well,
like,
yeah.
They're kind of the same. But I'm gonna go with Jason and the Argonauts because I did like that movie. The other one I didn't remember quite so much, but
and Jason.
I will concur. I mean, it is my namesake. And he did do a damn good job from what I saw.
Way to go, Chicks.
That's right.
And apparently Harley agrees with you. But and I do have to say that that movie did the story of Jason and the Argonauts very well. The storyline matches up perfectly. The monsters, once again, creatures were freaking horribly designed, but it's 60s. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And
Perfect.
and I mean, I love that they did the exact thing they should have done with Hercules, which is literally he comes in, gets drunk, and decides to just go wander off on an island and not be part of the party anymore. So that's exactly how he's portrayed in all the myths of it. And they did these amazing scenes with Zeus and Hera fighting, like in Olympus, over who's protecting who and over what's going to happen to them. Like it was just a funny thing to see, like Zeus and Hera fighting over it in Olympus. And Olympus actually looked cool for the '60s. It was actually like a cool design. So I mean, I don't blame you. It's a good fucking movie. And Iphigenia, did I even see? Yeah, I did watch that. Okay, it was actually a really good picture, good quality. It was just, subtitles, Greek language. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, it was a good movie. But I mean, Jason and the Argonauts definitely would have got my vote too. And because the scene where they're in the freaking middle of all the rocks and the rocks are falling into the water, you could tell it's so like done on a soundstage, but it's just hilarious.
So terrible.
You got to
Good times.
Good
times.
I was waiting for that freaking dog to pop out. I don't know, Davey. But well, that means Jason and the Argonauts will face Percy Jackson in the next round. But the next matchup you have is 60s versus 80s. The 80s are making, I think, their first entrance into this. And it's number 8, Clash of the Titans from 1981 versus number 23, Elektra from 1962. Not the Marvel movie.
Yeah, no, because that's an instant loss.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Clash of the Titans, man, you gotta.
That movie was
How
so
dare
garbage.
you? How dare you? No, you didn't do anything yet.
No. I'm still talking trash about the Marvel Elektra movie.
Yes, I mean that was absolutely fucking horrible.
Jesus Christ, it had nothing to do with the fucking comics at all.
No, it was terrible.
Well, you know what? I got to go with the classic, Clash of the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Clash of Titans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you because I literally all I said about the Elektra movie in my review was I couldn't even pay attention to it. Like it was just so fucking boring.
I got through it, and it was just.
I mean, well, no. I mean the actual Elektra movie in this bracket from the '60s.
I mean, also, yeah, it was.
Yeah. I mean, the Marvel movie I can get through. It wasn't horrible. It did follow the comic books to some degree, but I mean, just it wasn't a main lines. It wasn't a main story, and that's what pissed people off.
She didn't deserve her own movie.
No.
No. I mean, if they're
character,
right?
Honestly, if they did it in like the way they did Black Widow, then I would be down for it.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
I think honestly, if they had done better with the character in the Marvel Daredevil series and the Bender series, yeah, they could have really elongated the character and probably brought her into some more stuff later on. I kind of wonder what they're going to do with Daredevil later on, but that's not what we're talking about.
There's a movie coming out called Daredevil Born Again.
Oh, that's the series that they've got. They brought back some of the really like almost the entire main cast from the show.
The original Daredevil was so good. The series was good.
You're just continuing.
Do it.
Disney
Oh no! It's not a series. It's going to be a movie.
So they're turning it into a movie.
The Daredevil Born Again is going to be a movie. It's not going to be a series.
That's fine. I enjoyed that.
Either way,
because they're in the MCU now officially.
Yeah.
So they're going to be.
Give me She-Hulk Part 2. That's what I want. I want She-Hulk Part 2.
Season 2.
I want to see She-Hulk and Jessica Jones fight over Daredevil, but that's me.
Yeah, baby.
Bro, that's
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I didn't think about that shit. That's great.
I just want to see Heroes for Hire. I want freaking Luke Cage.
I want to
and
see
fucking-
Luke Cage doing his superhero shit.
Okay, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But
Throwing the cars.
But I want them to do it for money, so they get jobs.
Okay. We're talking about Greek mythology. We're not talking about Marvel.
All right.
Oh, trust me. We can talk. We can talk Marvel on your show anytime you want. But
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm 100% down for that. It'll be a 5-hour long episode, but it'll be good.
Let him call it time.
Yes.
But you guys have 2 play-in matchups to do to determine the last matchup in this half of round 1. And the first play-in matchup is 30s versus 50s. It's number 31 from 1959, Black Orpheus.
Did we already
Which
do that?
No, you did.
no,
Orpheus. Okay.
yeah, it's Black Orpheus, and it's going against number 33 from 1938, Pygmalion.
Shit. What? Oh God.
Also, one of my favorite King of the Hill episodes. But yeah,
Oh my God. I can't even. Oh God. I can't even have a solid guess because I don't think I've seen either one of these.
I mean,
I mean, there was a lot of movies. I don't think I saw either one of these. I'm so sorry, Jeremy.
No, I don't expect people to watch every single movie for these brackets. It's damn near impossible. Even if you have a month to watch them, it's still hard to do.
I have
There's
children.
people have lives. I 100% understand that. Basically, Pygmalion is the story of I want to say it's She's All That, but I could be getting my 90s movies mixed up. It's basically the story from Not Another Teen Movie of when there's a bet made that you could turn a homeless girl or an ugly girl into a debutante.
Yeah.
That's what Pygmalion is, and Black Orpheus is based on the stories of Orpheus and Eurydice. It's about Orpheus. It's originally based on the story of Orpheus going to the underworld to save Eurydice from being married to Hades, but it takes place on a Caribbean island, and it's about Caribbean people. It takes place in Rio during Carnival season.
Black Orpheus sounds like something I would probably watch more than the other show. So I'm gonna have to go with Black Orpheus only because it seems like a show. If I had a choice, I would probably pick Black Orpheus because it seems like a story I would be more interested in than the other one.
That's fair. I mean, the Pygmalion kind of reminds me of
What was that one with Jennifer?
Pretty Woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Pretty Women, She's All That.
Yeah.
Of course, Not Another Teen Movie. They all steal from the original story of Pygmalion, and they take that storyline and make it modern.
And it sounds the same. So I think the Black Orpheus will probably be.
Welcome to Change of Pace.
I think being 40 years old, I feel like I've seen everything as a retelling of something else at some point. And if I see something that seems original, I'm going to veer towards it.
Well, I mean, Black Orpheus was also the retelling of the story of Orpheus, but you know.
But still, I've seen that story less than I've seen the story of Pretty Woman, or She's All That. I feel like that's been done so many fucking times. Like,
it has.
But still, I think Black Orpheus would win just because of originality in comparison.
Plus, I do like the character of Orpheus more than I.
Yeah. I mean, they got like death and shit in there too.
I mean,
following around.
Fucking.
I mean, it's not really death because it's a freaking retelling, but they have a guy in a mask that is a killer, but because it's Carnival, but. I mean, I don't know. I mean, personally myself, I enjoyed Pygmalion a lot more because it was a well done story. It was black and white because it was freaking 59. but
Yeah.
it was well done story, and it was actually watchable. Black Orpheus was more singing and dancing in the streets than anything.
You like musicals?
I do like musicals.
Oh, I love music. I love musicals, but this is not classified as a musical in any fucking way. Just
So
put it
it's not
that
a
way.
fun musical. It's just like, why did you put these here?
It's just it's not even like songs in a musical that makes sense. It's just
No.
literally people celebrating, dancing, and singing in the streets.
Okay, well, I don't have anything to base it off of aside from the descriptions that I was given.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
actually watching
Well,
the movies, I think you would have more of a quality choice than I would have because I got nothing
I
on
mean,
this.
if I was going to be like, all right, Pygmalion is kind of like basically Pretty Woman, I could be like, yes, because I enjoyed
I mean,
Julia
I
Roberts
enjoyed them
and
too.
Richard Gere. But if I were, watching this film specifically, I'm going to get the same vibes from that. I mean, it's based on that, so I would say yes. So Pygmalion.
Oh, all right. Well, then I guess you get to choose, Jeremy. Which one?
oh, that Pygmalion is definitely fucking winning.
Okay. Well, I lose. Oh, here I
Well, put it this way. Like I said, to see who it's facing in round one, there's another playing matchup, and
Yeah.
I don't see it beating. I don't see either of those being either of these two. I really should. I'm not gonna do that because I'd fuck with the actual rankings. But
am.
this the second. I don't like to fuck with the rankings I use because that's not fit. Then that fucks up the system, and then it is me making things, and I don't like that because I don't want the blame. So,
Fair enough.
but the other playing matchup is 70s versus 2000s, and it's number 15, Alexander from 2004, versus number 34, the lowest ranked movie in this whole bracket. Actually, I'm sorry, not the lowest ranked movie in this whole bracket. That's coming up the other side. But it's number 34 is Hercules in New York from 1970.
God, and the worst part is I do actually remember that. And it's one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's earliest fucking roles as an actor.
Stop it, Arnold.
They had to re-record the audio because you couldn't understand what he was saying because he was so fresh off the boat.
Right. This man had won multiple bodybuilding competitions before he even made this debut in acting. But so, unfortunately, as much as I love Arnold Schwarzenegger as an actor, and as a person now in his older age, I have to give it to Alexander. And
I'm gonna agree.
Only because yes, we have an Irishman fucking playing a Greek versus an Austrian playing a Greek demigod. Oh, let the good times.
Yes, good time.
And plus you got to put in consideration too. In Alexander, you have an all-star cast. You have Colin Farrell, Angelina Jolie, Val Kilmer, Jared Leto, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, Anthony Hopkins, Christopher Plummer. Like, it's a huge star-studded cast. Even though the movie wasn't that great itself, it was still a star-studded cast.
Yeah, but compared to fresh off the boat,
fresh
Arnold
off the boat in
Schwarzenegger.
New York. I can pick up everything.
Don't get me wrong. If I were to be like, yes, I would probably choose that man at that time to play that part because he was huge.
Yeah,
and
it was
the physique
giant.
was on point.
Yeah,
but you couldn't act, sir.
No,
it's unfortunate.
No,
you couldn't act.
That's why you acted like a robot in Terminator.
Hey, that was the best part you ever had.
That was the best part.
No, I mean, almost going on.
Kindergarten Cop wasn't bad.
Well,
I dare to say
you guys just made one hell of a matchup here for the final matchup in this half of round one. It's a 66-year difference. Astounding. It's Pygmalion from 1938 versus Alexander from 2004.
Well, I haven't seen Pygmalion. I've seen Alexander.
Exactly. So, Alexander.
Okay. Alexander, because
I
haven't seen Pygmalion.
It's our time.
I still haven't seen Pygmalion, but I have seen Alexander, and plus it's got the star-studded cast.
Yes.
It does. I mean, but Pygmalion, I do suggest watching if you get a chance. It's a fun watch, and
Okay.
it's English at least.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
No subtitles.
It will always be
I mean,
subtitles.
but and plus the idea of a rich guy just picking a homeless girl up off the streets and turning her into a princess is breathtaking. Because I mean, it's not like you're picking up a hooker; it's just a homeless woman. It's basically a movie about a guy helping someone.
Yeah.
Even if it's for a cruel intention of a bet, it's still he's helping somebody.
Fair enough. I mean,
Yeah.
he has a decent motive. Terrible,
Yeah.
but still.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, rich people are assholes. We know this. That's not big. That's not a big surprise to
Fair enough.
anybody here.
Bum fights.
Sorry.
What? Bum fights? I didn't see anything about
What?
bum fights. What's wrong with
Isn't
Who's paying bums to fight?
there like a game called Bum Simulator?
But that means you get to start the other side of round one now, and we're in the top 7 movies now. It's a good 50 something year difference in these ones as well for the first matchup. It's number 7. It's number 7. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief from 2010, versus number 22 from 1967, Ulysses.
I mean, I feel like you are. I feel like you're going to go with.
I know Percy Jackson. I know that one. All right. Percy Jackson. That's just from reading the because I haven't seen Ulysses either. I'm so terrible with this.
Ulysses is another one of those movies I don't believe I found anywhere because I didn't write a review for it. So, or did I? Oh no. Okay, I didn't write a review for it, so I couldn't find it anywhere apparently.
I mean, honestly, the poster even looks like the cover of a book. Honestly.
Yeah.
Well, it's a James Joyce book.
See?
There you go.
I knew it.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Percy Jackson because I actually enjoyed that movie.
Yeah. The Lightning Thief was probably actually the best movie of the two.
Like it's one of those things where I want to read the book, but I know it's gonna be one of those books where it's like reading a Elephant and Piggy. Like it's gonna be so easy and it's not gonna be fun.
I kind of see it as it might be like Harry Potter. It might be fun like Harry Potter because
okay, that's true. Harry Potter things.
All the Harry Potters are not hard to read. They're fucking easy to read, but it's entertaining. The storyline's entertaining and it's good characters.
That's true.
But
and plus anything to fill up my bookcases,
right,
is the way to
exactly.
go.
I need some bookcases.
I love bookcases. I'm gonna build a whole wall. Anyways,
IKEA Swedish meatballs.
But that means Percy Jackson will face either one, and this is the first real hard matchup of this whole bracket because these are two movies I actually enjoyed immensely, and it's a 2000s versus 2010s matchup, so it's modern. It's number 6 from 2011, Immortals, versus number 21 from 2005, Minotaur.
Okay. See, I do remember because this is the first time I saw Henry Cavill in an actual fucking movie.
Who?
And, Henry Cavill in Immortals. Am I wrong? Henry Cavill?
Oh, Henry Cavill. It sounds like you're saying Andrew Campbell.
Andrew Campbell? Who the fuck is that?
Oh no!
Get the fuck out of here, Andrew. But yeah, friggin' Henry. I mean, the god of nerds. No, that man deserves to have his goddamn due. As far as Minotaur, I don't think I've actually seen Minotaur.
I mean, is that actually like supposed to be a growing up story of the Minotaur? Like,
no,
no.
It's based on the myth that on the island of Minos, where the Minotaur's in the labyrinth. It's based on the legend of them sending young girls and boys to be sacrificed to the Minotaur from different islands. And it basically is a labyrinth movie of a group of teenagers trying to escape from a horrible creature.
Oh,
And the Minotaur, and I will say the Minotaur in it is fucking amazingly designed.
okay.
Oh, 2011.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's definitely streaming on something. Oh yeah, it's on Peacock, it's on Freevee, it's on Tubi, it's on Roku. Like you should definitely check.
I'm curious.
right? Because it sounds like basically a horror film.
Yeah,
And Tom Hardy's the lead role in it.
Son of a bitch.
but I mean, we've seen him in. Venom.
Stop.
It's not-
That's
Venom
not,
was not
that's
good.
not the only film he's been
I
in.
know, but it was terrible.
Stop it.
And I mean Rutger Hauer's in it too. For if you want an older actor.
Damn, I got so much. Jeremy already has so much on my list. Stop adding to it.
We have so much to watch. So much to fucking
I'm
watch.
telling you, the Minotaur is worth the. It's on. I think cause I just made horror brackets for every year from 1960 to current. And like a lot of them are as they get into the 70s and to now are a shitload of parts. But I'm pretty sure the year it came out, Minotaur is on that list for that bracket. But it hasn't been in many other ones. I'll say that much.
As much.
But Minotaur is the hinge gem in this whole bracket for me.
Yeah. Let's see. I know Immortals.
What you gonna do?
I gotta go with Immortals. I gotta go.
I don't blame you. Immortals is fucking amazing.
It is a great film. Again, it's Henry Cavill. The first time I saw him in a film, and he was already not Fat Cavill.
I mean,
He was not Fat Cavill.
Is there a fat guy?
He was a Fat Cavill.
and you got Mickey Rourke as the fucking bad guy too. That's the great thing.
Okay.
Like,
Immortals it is then.
yeah, I mean, it's a good film, and I could be like jumping into like the other Hercules movie that's later in the list, but I think this one was just as good. No. It doesn't. That has nothing to do with The Rock.
I didn't say a word.
I feel like you're shaking your head.
Nope.
Another fucking Rock movie.
Don't you judge me, sir. Don't you judge me. How dare you?
So yeah, Immortals.
Well, that means that Immortals will face Percy Jackson in the next round. But so have fun with that one. But
Thank you. How dare you?
We did
your next matchup is a modern matchup. It's 90s versus 2000s. It's number 5, Hercules from 1997, the Disney version, versus number 20, Oh Brother Where Art Thou from 2000.
Fuck! I love both those movies.
I mean,
Oh, Brother Where Art Thou has that music
yeah,
that I really enjoy,
It really
and
does.
George Clooney.
star-studded cast.
It was a good cast, but Hercules. I'm gonna have to go with Hercules because it's a classic and it's got like somebody call IXII. like so many icon, and plus I enjoyed Kingdom Hearts and Hercules. Was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
so good.
Nobody but me ever mentions Kingdom Hearts in these fucking brackets. I swear to God.
Kingdom Hearts was I was so looking forward to that game before it came out. I was shitting my pants before it's time for it.
Oh,
It's such
trust me, me too. And when they announced they're doing the third finally, I was like, I fucking got it and played it and beat it like within months after it came out. It was such a fucking good game.
Disney plus SquareSoft. Fuck. Ooh, Final Fantasy and Disney. Oh, I loved it.
Thank
Anyways,
you for stopping all that turn-based bullshit.
Hercules. I'm gonna have to go with Hercules because I mean that's a Disney classic. That's one of those classics like everybody likes Sleeping Beauty, but it's not like their favorite movie. Like
No.
Hercules could be your favorite movie because it was funny as shit. It was quality, had a good story all the way throughout. Oh, Brother Where Art Thou was good. It did have its slow parts in the middle.
But John Goodman.
I know John Goodman is good and George Clooney is good and had a really good cast, but so did Hercules. Had Danny DeVito.
I'll raise you, James.
Who's
Yeah.
and they're all all the original cast that's alive still is going to be in the live action version.
They're doing a live action version. I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, they've been playing it they've been talking about it for like 3 years now.
But I heard they were talking about a Lilo and Stitch live action too.
Yeah, that's so.
They are. Oh, Disney saw that they can make more money by just turning their dick over and saying, "You've seen the animated version of my dick. Now watch the fucking live action version of it."
Mickey can suck it.
But see,
sorry, Disney.
No,
sponsor me.
Whereas Disney is doubling down on their animated to live action properties, they're going back and redoing their Marvel stuff, where they're going back to their old way of doing it when they first started.
Yep.
Maybe 1 or 2 movies a year, and their street level stuff is only going to be on TV.
Okay,
Yep.
Hercules. We can talk about this forever. Fucking Hercules, because Brother Art Thou, I enjoyed it. You know, like I am a man of constant sorrow.
You better stop before that.
I love No Brother Where Art Thou how they portray the sirens.
Yes, it was fun how they portrayed the whole thing. I thought it was a really interesting take on it.
Actually, no. I said earlier they didn't really make a film based in the Odyssey. They kind of did because Oh Brother Where Art Thou was based in the Odyssey.
Yeah,
loosely as fucking hell, but it's based in the Odyssey.
Yeah, but Hercules is.
I think it has too much of a strong connection to our youth.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's Disney, but
yeah.
Though I think in the last bracket I did, this actually lost. Actually, no, it won the first round. I know it did. I know the person who it was. She freaking loves Disney.
At least first round. Yeah. So I gotta also give it to Hercules because again,
I really enjoyed that.
It's almost like I wouldn't say it's a shot for shot, but it is very fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's enjoyable. Like
it's a good way to introduce kids into
Greek mythology.
It's a less rapey version of Zeus, but
yes.
which for Disney is amazing.
Yeah. But, let's keep remembering that Greek gods were just hoes. They were hoes.
But
nothing else.
Well, folks, I will say, folks, just like the fat kid in Dr. Dolittle and Night Professor 2, Hercules is moving on, and
clap your wings.
and it will be facing the next round a long difference between these two movies. Number 4, Wrath of the Titans from 2012 versus number 19, Helena Troy from 1956.
You know what? I know Wrath of the Titans. I think it's a great sequel to Clash. They kept the action up. The CGI was still good. They brought back main man Sam Whitworth second time around, and he delivered.
I think that's what I'm thinking of. Because I remember I said before that in the second Percy Jackson they didn't bring back a lot of the characters.
Yeah. This one did not bring back the original cast heavily, but Sam Whitworth was like the mainstay.
It was fun.
Yeah. It was a fun ride. I mean, yeah, we didn't get a.
I mean, the gods were all the same.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Liam Neeson. Woo!
Yeah, Liam Neeson as Zeus. I was gonna say Liam Neeson as Zeus is just amazing. So
Ray Fiennes, fucking Hades. Come on, bro.
Yeah. I mean, Ralph Fiennes as fucking Hades is amazing. He did an amazing job as Hades. He's born to play that role.
He has a way of playing villains that just you can't see him in any other way. When you see him in a movie, you're like, this guy's a bad guy every time. Even when you're like, he's a good guy. Are you sure?
Are you sure? Do you think he is?
Is he playing the cards just right? He's going to be the bad guy at the end.
But which way is it going to be, guys? Wrath of the Titans or Helena Troy?
It's got to be Wrath.
Wrath of the Titans.
Yeah, I couldn't even find a place to watch Helena Troy for free, and I was kind of broke at the time, so I didn't have a way to watch it. But that means Hercules will face the Wrath of the Titans, ironically enough, in the next round. And
2 demigods faring off.
More like 4 monsters and a demigod. Yeah.
Sounds
But the next matchup only has a 3-year difference, and it's a 2000s matchup. It's number 300 from 2006, versus number 18, Agora from 2009.
I don't fully remember Agora, but 300 was a really fun.
Oscar Isaac and Rupert Evans were in it. Rupert Evans. The two main characters I don't even fucking know. So
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with 300 because I don't remember fully Agora, but 300 I remember watching, and it was fun.
oh,
It's a simple
Agora.
kick your ass.
Agora is basically about the woman who started the movement that changed ancient Greece from polytheism to monotheism. So basically, it's about the birth of Christianity, kind of, in Greece, or Catholicism, whatever you want to call it.
I don't have time for that brain melting. I want big kicks and kills. 300.
I want Michael Fassbender.
I want people in
Gerard Butler.
I want people in underwear punching each other in the face
At weird
in
pacing.
slow motion.
At fast pace, then slow down, and fast pace.
Fast pace and slow down, and then fast pace again.
You gotta love Zack Snyder's vision of this.
Yes. Yeah, it wasn't terrible. It was fun.
Again,
it was a great movie. It was I mean, I will say Meet the Spartans was a little more entertaining, but
yeah, if you want your heroes to survive in the end.
Yeah, well.
and if you want your heroes to skip off to war holding arms together I Will Survive.
I mean, it's the Wiz meets
But that means that 300 will face in the next round one of these two movies in a 2010s matchup. It's the number 2 ranked movie on this list, Clash of the Titans from 2010, versus the number 17 ranked movie on this list from 2014, The Legend of Hercules.
I think I was kind of like verging on The Legend of Hercules because it was Kellen Lutz when he got away from Twilight.
Yeah.
Finally, he could actually do some other stuff. And if I'm right, Luke Evans played Zeus. I want to see Luke Evans played Zeus in that movie. There was a lot of big names in that movie, but
I remember Clash.
I mean, Clash of the Titans is the good one with fucking Mads Mikkelsen and fucking
Mm-hmm.
a lot of other big names.
I think that would probably get but this is not my start. This is your start.
This is mine. I thought this was yours.
No, it's just start.
Did I just do 300 in Agora?
I think you're bullshit.
It's your turn.
I honestly don't even keep track when you guys are doing that. I just let you kind of go on your own queue.
What do you pick?
I pick Clash of the Titans.
Okay, then we win.
Do we win?
Yes.
Or do we have to lose something
Young
else along
Hercules
the way?
loses. That's what's wrong.
But that means Clash of the Titans will face 300 in the next round.
See, we've put ourselves in a terrible
We
spot.
put ourselves in a terrible spot.
But that means the next matchup is the next matchup is a 38-year difference. Actually, I'm sorry, 42-year difference. And it's the number 1 ranked movie on this list, Troy from 2004. And it's going against number 16, The 300 Spartans from 1962.
Gotta go with Troy.
That's what I was gonna go with too.
The story of Achilles. Boy, oh boy. I'll tell you what, Brad Pitt was great in that movie. Eric Bana was great in that movie.
I mean, James is just thinking he's like Brad Pitt in a fucking rawhide skirt. Fuck yeah.
That's what he's thinking. I know it. I know it.
It was a good ass film.
Keep it in your pants.
No.
Keep it in your pants, Jason.
It came past my little skirts.
You can't help but stick it out of the. You can't help but it sticks out of the skirt. It just kind of has to flop in the wind sometimes.
And it's also Brad Pitt, so.
Yeah, I mean, did you see that fight scene?
I seen it.
Right?
I seen it.
Right. I'm sorry. Spear and shield. That was a great fucking fight. Great fucking fight. Until the death.
Well, gentlemen, as predicted. the original 300 Spartans was not good, but
I'm sorry, we didn't have
but
that back in the day.
nope. You had I don't know what the hell to call it, but that means you have your final two play-in matchups of the night to determine the last matchup in round one completely, and it is starting off with the first one. It's the oldest movie in this bracket. It's God, a
Why do you do this to me, Jeremy?
it's
Rank
it, it, it's a 72-year difference between these two movies.
Damn, that's the longest
I,
difference.
why does everyone hate me?
I'm saying it's a 20s versus 90s matchup. And it's number 32, Helena or Helen of Troy from 1924, which I couldn't find anywhere on Earth to watch. But it's going against number 35, Oedipus Mayer from 96,
I'm gonna go
which
with Oedipus because because Helen of Troy is also
A silent film that is 204 minutes.
what the hell?
What are you doing? It's a German silent film. 200. That is almost three. That's more than 3 hours of film watching and
No sound.
no talking. You gotta guess what's happening.
I mean,
Why
yeah,
would you do Germany? You already did the Holocaust. Why are you doing this?
You went there. Holy shit.
I'm sorry. I've had too much to drink. Thanks, Twisted Tea. But I'm going to go with Oedipus Manor because I feel like I would have an opportunity to actually enjoy that movie. I haven't seen either of these.
I haven't seen either of these. Actually, did I watch Oedipus Mayer? I feel like I did. It's in Spanish, so I did watch it. I know I watched it now.
You know,
Yeah, it's
Spanish at least.
it's subtitles. It's still subtitles, but yeah, I mean, it's basically it's basically the story of Oedipus told through a Colombian gang. But
Loving game. Okay.
That's an interesting take, but it's 1996, so it has a chance of like keeping me mostly entertained. Besides staring at pictures.
but that means to face Oedipus Mayer in the final matchup in round one. This matchup I actually fucking love because it's two completely different genre movies put together. It's 80s versus 90s. It's number 30 from 1995. It is Woody Allen's Mighty Aphrodite. And it is going against number 36 from 1981, Night Warning, also called Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker, which is basically a reverse Oedipus horror movie.
R&R.
I've never seen
Yeah. 81 is actually certain movies made it to me from the early days of the 80s, but this is not one of them.
No.
But Woody Allen is a great director. Yeah, even though he likes to put himself in this fucking movie.
He sure the fuck does.
Oh, he does. Especially in this movie, he does too. But
Yeah, I see him.
I haven't even the foggiest.
little schmommy some bitch.
I haven't even the foggiest from either of these either. It's a comedy,
Yeah, I do prefer comedy,
but
over
it's
horror.
also Woody Allen comedy, so I don't.
It could be dry.
It could be dry, could be good, could be. Terrible.
well, it's funny because the way they tie it to Greek culture basically is throughout the movie, this Greek Senate cast of people in robes, like kind of like do like a rhymey thing and tell you like a funny rhyme about what's going on with the story.
Oh my god, it sounds exactly like the ladies on the vases for fucking Hercules.
Kind of, but less entertaining.
He knows.
But it's. I mean, it wasn't. Both of these are amazing movies. Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker is basically the reverse story of Oedipus, where a woman, after her sister and husband and brother-in-law are killed in a car accident, she adopts their baby, and it's basically about her raising this baby to a teenage years, and her nephew is a basketball player and very athletic, and it basically is Oedipus reversed. So it's it's aunt trying to seduce nephew and getting rid of any other females who get in the way.
Mm,
I feel like
So
Mighty
it's gonna.
might be the safer.
yeah, I think that's the safer. Like,
I mean, honestly, both of these are amazing movies for their genres, and Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker is a very good horror movie.
I mean, it basically sounds like a good slasher film.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Basically, what it is, I believe it's in at least one of my slasher brackets at some point.
okay. Yeah, I think Mighty Aphrodite just for the comedy
Yeah.
aspect and the
yeah,
lighter
yeah.
tone. Because
All right, Woody Allen, we're giving you a
pass.
We're giving you a pass.
Only because we don't want to see people robbing the cradle.
I mean,
Incessantly at that. Incessantly robbing the cradle.
I heard that Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker did very well in Alabama, but
I wonder
Gross.
why.
Gross.
West Virginia.
Stop it.
Mountain
Stop it.
Mama.
Stop it.
I'm sorry, West Virginia. I know
Stop it. Stop it.
Love you guys.
but that means your final matchup in round one is Oedipus Mayor versus Mighty Aphrodite. 95 versus 96.
I will let you take that one as I take
Mighty Aphrodite, because Oedipus Mayor, I can't speak that language. So
Spanish.
I can speak a little bit, but only
Spanish.
only so much as 530 days of Duolingo can give me. So Mighty Aphrodite, I'm gonna have to win because it's got the comedy, and I'm always going to lean more towards comedy when it comes to movies.
And it's got Helena Bonham playing one of the main roles.
Okay, yeah, also as well. So
before she had the Carter.
yeah, but I'm going to go with Mighty Aphrodite on that one.
And it has Olympia Ducosta, so or Dukakis.
Even better.
And a young Michael Rappaport, which I fucking love him. So
yeah, maybe I need to look at this. There's so many on here to try and find.
And Paul Giamatti in a very small role.
Shit, yeah.
A lot of young actors. A lot of young actors in this movie. A lot of people when they were young in this movie because it was a freaking early 80s movie.
All right, Jay is busy.
Or I mean, sorry, mid 90s.
I will take the next one since Jay is preoccupied.
Well, the next one is your first matchup in round 2. And while Jay's taking a shit, yeah, I heard that. I don't know. I meant I heard him say that about me when I got up, but.
Well, we had to fill up 3 minutes, so we had to fill with something.
I know, fucking. I was playing Super Dad, but that means that the first matchup in round 2 you guys are going to have to face is a 10-year difference. It's number 29 Orpheus from 1950 versus number 28 Goliath and the Dragon from 1960.
What you gonna do?
Dragons.
He chooses dragons.
I mean, over the incestual of Orpheus. I would rather see a semi-Herculean go against a dragon.
It's also kind of a classic. So yeah.
Again, I go for action versus incest.
Yeah, incest generally takes a back burner.
I mean, it's fair.
To most things.
I will go for terrible monster design versus, hey, you my mommy.
Stop it. This isn't X videos or porn.
Those are outlawed here, sir.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry. We wouldn't watch those.
Our representatives have denied us access to those sites. Apparently, we can't keep our credit cards in our own pants.
No, sir.
I just want to make it count so they know what I'm doing. They know what I mean. Oh, God, terrible.
So, Goliath and the Dragon is what we both choose.
I assumed, but that means Goliath and the Dragon will be facing Either number 12, Spartacus from 1960, or number 11, Wonder Woman for 2017.
That is kind of.
Is it though?
Spartacus is kind of lame. Well,
Yeah.
I think I could be entertained more by Wonder Woman
Facts.
than
Again,
by Spartacus. But Spartacus is a classic. That's what tears me up.
Spartacus can be a classic all it wants to be, but at the again,
But Wonder Woman was
I
good.
will sit here with Ares all
Okay.
day
Okay.
long.
Wonder Woman wins.
I have not seen an iteration of Ares that has let me down thus far.
Okay. Wonder Woman wins.
Facts.
Yeah. Sorry, Spartacus. I love you.
Ares.
Peace out.
Well, that means that Wonder Woman will face Goliath and the Dragon in the quarterfinals. But the next matchup is number 10, Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters from 2013, versus number 9, Jason and the Argonauts from 1963.
Jason and the Argonauts? Yeah. Yeah.
Percy
Jason and the
Jackson
Argonauts.
is fun and new, but Jason and the Argonauts is a classic, and it still holds up a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
it's got some. Obviously, it's got the cheap animation, but still.
Yeah,
It's a
I'd
quality
rather.
story.
In this case, classic versus new age. I'd have to go with the classic.
Yeah, Jason and the Argonauts.
Only because I prefer the first film over the second film.
Yeah.
And that means that Jason and the Argonauts will face, in the next round, either number 8, Clash of the Titans from 1981, or number 15, Alexander from 2004.
Clash of the Titans. I love that movie. That's a really good one.
Yeah, even though it's old claymation.
It is old claymation, but I loved it. It's so good. I'd still watch it.
I mean,
I'd watch it with my kids if they didn't make fun of it.
You know they're gonna make fun.
Yeah, I know they're gonna make fun of
It's
it.
like
Little shitheads. I love them.
It's your guilty pleasure.
I love them, but they would fucking make fun of it.
Here, watch this one. This version of Clash of the Titans. I'll
Yeah,
watch
they'd
this
be
old.
like, "Fuck you."
I actually watched the original, then the new one.
Okay.
I like Clash of the Titans. Clash of the Titans.
They're both really good. I mean, I could, but I also can live with 60s claymation. I like Doctor Who,
Yeah.
but
Right.
that I like old school Doctor Who. But that means the next matchup on the other side of round 2. See, now we fly through it, but it's number it's only a year difference between these two movies. It's number 27, number 7, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, versus number 6, Immortals from 2011.
See, we made problems for those.
We did.
I want to go with Percy Jackson.
Yeah, I feel the same because I haven't seen.
You haven't seen Cavill as
I haven't seen Cavill,
okay.
so I can't say. I haven't seen Immortals, but Percy Jackson I've seen, and I enjoyed that one. The first one was really good.
Yeah, I mean they almost do the same thing with the series. I did enjoy it. Again, Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
Was in it. I mean, just all these great characters, and again, modernizing the old themes for today.
Yeah,
for children.
So Percy Jackson.
Introduce.
The first one was good. The second one was meh, but the first one.
Yeah,
Spot on.
definitely.
Yeah.
The first.
See, I like the second one because they didn't do that in the movie already. It was new.
Yeah.
If you saw the original, then it wasn't. The storyline was basically the same. It was just better design overall. Everything was better made. So
Yeah.
obviously, because it's CGI versus clay, but
Yeah.
and CGI always wins. But
Oh, right.
Not
unless it's ugly Sonic, but you know.
We the fans made a difference,
we sure did.
and we sure as hell got what we wanted.
Fuck that, Sonic.
You gonna give?
But
us
that means Percy Jackson will face in the next round either number 5, Hercules from 1997, or number 4, Wrath of the Titans from 2012.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Sorry. The second one wasn't as good as the first, and Hercules.
Second
Fuck
one.
you, funk.
Second one.
Hercules.
There was a second Hercules movie.
No, the Wrath of the Titans.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, sequels are always
Yeah,
shitty.
sequels are not as good, but the Hercules cartoon is still
Yeah, it still
it's
holds up.
imprinted in my head. It holds up.
I
It's delightful.
I feel like there was a second Hercules. I think it was straight to video.
Yeah,
Because
Right.
Disney always does a direct to video sequel of like every '90s classic.
Yeah,
same thing with Aladdin.
it was terrible.
Return of Jafar.
Stop it.
Well, Return of Jafar was technically the pilot for the TV show.
Yeah,
It's
but
still terrible. I didn't like any of it.
Really? You
I
didn't
didn't
like? You
like
don't
it.
like?
Nope. Fuck that. Give me the original.
I mean, honestly, I didn't watch it because it was just past my time to watch Disney shit like that. But
Yeah.
I saw something on Facebook the other day that the Aladdin cartoon had a crossover, I think, with the Tarzan cartoon at one part. No, not Tarzan.
Holy
Stop.
shit! I feel like
It had,
be more of a
no. I watched the Tarzan cartoon. There was not a crossover,
Yeah, no,
but
that never
it was Aladdin and another cartoon, another Disney cartoon. I forget which one, but they had a crossover
Just stop.
for like.
never.
Just stop these people, man. Come on, Disney, stop it.
I mean, it was all cartoon, so I mean, I'm down for that. Dude, if they did a Kingdom Hearts type cartoon where it's all Disney characters crossing over constantly and like going on adventures together,
How has that not happened yet?
Oh my god.
How is that?
because Disney's had their asses.
Yeah, they can do whatever they want, and they're
I
gonna
mean-
shit money.
I mean, look at what they could do. They could literally do these 3 characters or 4 characters, literally crossing the multiverse.
They can put
I mean,
Marvel
okay.
into Kingdom Hearts now.
With Star
Okay, I was wrong. They actually did do it on House of Mouse a little bit, but it wasn't the same thing.
No,
Nah,
I mean, I
that's
think
not
they even did some Sophia the First. Like,
Yeah.
multiple-
I mean,
they had all the princesses on.
yeah, all the
Sophia
princesses
First.
like interacted at some point.
Yeah.
but I mean, it's just, I mean, they almost had it. Kevin Smith was working on a show for Disney Plus at one point about a book series about about the AI characters at Disney World come to life at night, and they protect the park. And it was about like all these different Disney villains that were trying to take over the park at night.
Freddy.
Meets Night at the Museum.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But like it would have had like Maleficent in it and like all the other classic Disney villains, Captain Hook and all that.
I think it
And
was people from the park.
it's based on a book series, but Kevin Smith was all set to direct it, and like the script was amazing, he said, and like different heroes from Disney movies show up every once in a while to help out. But Disney Plus put the kibosh on at one point when they were trying to figure out what to do for Disney Plus.
Hercules.
I'm like, you have a whole
Still
streaming
wins.
service. Just get back in talks.
Yeah.
It's a perfect time to do it.
Do it.
Perfect time.
Hercules.
I mean, it was for the streaming service. It was for Disney Plus. This is more recent. Kevin Smith was in talks to do this like back in like 2019, 2020.
It's still a perfect fucking time. It's still a perfect time.
They don't go back on things Disney once they X things off. They don't. Usually not, at least.
Yeah.
But that means, yeah, look at a lot of shit they did. But your next matchup is number 300 from 2006 versus number 2, Clash of the Titans from 2010.
Fuck. We did this to ourselves again.
We
this to
did.
ourselves.
I think I'm gonna say
300.
300.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 300.
I mean, we got the classic Clash.
we have the classic Clash.
300 is a strong fucking film. Again,
Yeah.
it's another man across the pond
Yes.
playing a Greek.
It is-
He's playing a Greek.
this is Sparta.
In that, I mean,
That's a classic one.
again,
300.
the amount of work those guys had to go through
Oh
to
my God.
make them get those physiques.
Spray tan abs. That's what it's about.
The frigging color.
You know what's funny? All right, here's the thing about that movie. There's a beer out there called Spaten.
Or who?
No, there's no R in it. It's just called Spaten. It's a German beer, I believe, or Holland or something like that. But my dad and I used to drink it all the time. Like, and when this movie came out, we'd be drinking them, and like after a few, when I, at that point, this was like a decade and a half ago, but after a few at that point, we'd be like screaming out like every time we opened one, like, "This is Spaten!" and like,
Yes. Oh my God. Okay, we need to find this beer.
We do. I don't even drink beer. I would drink it. I'd try it.
It actually is it's a very good ale. It's a very good ale, but I like it. I like ales to begin with because I don't like dark beer that much. But it, Spaten's nice. It was. I gotta find it. I haven't had it in probably 10 years at least.
Ugh.
I
300 is my
yeah. I gotta give it to 300 as well. But yeah, Total Wine.
Total Wine.
Total Wine.
But that means the last matchup in round 2 to see what 300 will be facing is number 1 seed Troy from 2004 versus number 30 Mighty Aphrodite from 1995.
Troy. I like Troy.
Troy is easy.
Yeah, Troy was fun.
That's an easy fall through.
Yeah. That was fun. Sorry, Woody.
Which means Brad Pitt and Eric Bana's Gertz beats out Woody Allen. No surprise to anybody in the world.
No. Sorry, Woody. Your time is passed.
Woody.
Hey, it's funny. A Woody beat a Woody. Hey. But that means you're in the quarterfinals. There's only 4 matchups this round, and then 2 in the next round, and then 2 in the final round. So you got nothing left basically. But it's number 28, Goliath and the Dragon from 1960 versus number 11, Wonder Woman from 2017, I should say.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Wonder Woman.
I stand behind Ares.
Yeah. Wonder Woman
was right.
wins. Yeah. So, you're welcome, DC.
Yeah.
Hey, you're welcome.
You're getting the win on this one.
You're getting the win.
Get a free pass.
Wonder Woman, you win.
Excuse me. Washington D.C. gets to win on every fucking thing. So yeah.
Denied. throw that bill the fuck out of here.
But that means Wonder Woman will face either number 9, Jason and the Argonauts from 1963, or number 8, Clash of the Titans from 1981. It's a 60s versus 80s matchup.
Clash. I know you're gonna pick the Clash. Clash.
Yeah, it's Clash.
It's fucking Clash,
It's
bro.
Clash.
That shit is so fucking classic.
Yeah, it's too classic to deny.
I'm sorry. All I can see is Bros waving his sword at that fucking claymation dragon, literally hovering over him.
Yeah, it's classic. Little Cyclops and shit. Fucking. It's good.
Oh my god.
I liked it. Still.
It was dolls.
It was so good.
It was dolls.
It was dolls. We loved it.
Oh god.
Clash of Titans. It went.
And that means on the other side of the quarterfinals, you have number 7, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief from 2010, versus number 5, Hercules from 1997.
God damn it. Both Disney properties too.
Hercules. It's a classic.
You really want to go with 13
I do.
on that one.
I do. I love that movie. It was so good.
I mean,
Somebody
they're-
call
You
it.
ha-
they
J-
are
J-
both,
you have your own mind, James. You can go whichever way you want.
they are both good films, and I loved Percy Jackson and Lightning Thief.
I thought it was good too, but I loved Hercules. Percy Jackson, I liked it, but not as much. Like I've watched Hercules multiple times. I enjoyed that.
I gotta go with Percy Jackson as well.
You motherfucker.
Lightning Thief, baby.
You motherfucker. All right, Jeremy, you're a tiebreaker.
That's right. You want
I
it?
accept payments. In the form of cash, Venmo, PayPal.
In the mail.
I got this shiny IOU. It's amazing.
I personally on this one, I have to go with Percy Jackson because I prefer live action over animation any day of the week.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Hey.
And I actually like to take Hercules out. If I actually like to fuck with my own rankings, I would take Hercules out of this completely because I think it's too easy to win.
It's so good.
And there are so many people that are diehard. There are so many diehard Disney animation fans from the '90s that it has too much of a chance of winning every time because of the lesser known movies in this bracket.
That's fair.
Gotta give.
So I gotta go with Percy because that was a damn good movie.
Okay.
And And plus, I think it doesn't matter. I think it's all cannon fodder to this next matchup. But your final matchup in the quarterfinals is number 3 seed 300 from 2006 versus number 1 seed Troy from 2004.
Fuck.
300. I like
Yeah,
300.
yeah.
Troy was okay, but it had its stale moments, and plus you had fucking what's his name? Who played his little brother, little bitch.
I can't remember his name.
Orlando Bloom. Orlando Bloom was being a little bitch, and Troy.
Yeah, he played Paris. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little bitch.
I mean,
Who caused like millions of deaths because he couldn't keep it in his pants.
at the end of the day, both movies lost their heroes.
That's
At
true.
the end of the day, both movies lost their heroes.
Yeah.
I will give it a 300 because their fight scenes were so fucking
They were
phenomenal.
so good.
I will give it to Gerard Butler for being such an enigmatic character.
Yeah.
Playing Leonidas.
Yeah.
I will give it to, again, this is Sparta and straight kicking that motherfucker in the goddamn chest and everybody else getting thrown in that fucking well and slow-mo dropping.
Yep.
God,
300.
300.
300.
300.
Which means, gentlemen, you have your semifinals. And on the first half of the semifinals, you have number 11, Wonder Woman from 2017, facing number 8, Clash of the Titans from 1981.
I stand with Ares, the god of war. I'm sorry, if people gave fucking Ares more love, guess what would have happened? That man would have been satisfied. He'd been fine. He'd have been fine.
The only thing that satisfies Ares is war.
Correct.
Women do not satisfy him as much as war does.
I'd have caused war for his name.
Clash of Titans. I don't do it.
Okay, fine.
Clash of Titans.
Fine.
Sorry, Wonder.
You do your thing.
I will.
I love the duality of the character.
Clash of Titans.
I love the duality of the character. He played a fucking mortal who was just like, oh yeah, Peace is fine. Give Peace a chance. And Straight was like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that at the end.
Fuck that.
Correct.
But
okay.
That means your other side of semifinals, to see who's facing Clash of the Titans in the finals, is number 7, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief from 2010, or number 3, 300 from 2006.
300.
300.
300.
300.
300.
300.
300. 300. Spartans.
Are you going to say 282 more times? But
what?
That means
mighty spot.
Mighty spot.
But that means that your finals are determined. But we'll start with the 3rd and 4th place matchup just for shits and giggles. And it's number 11, Wonder Woman from 2017 versus number 7, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief from 2010.
Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman, I think.
I'll give it to Wonder Woman. Again, female lead, Gal Gadot.
Female lead, yeah. Gal Gadot is so...
chef's kiss.
Gal Gadot can get it. Any man on earth would say that.
Yeah.
A lot of women on earth would say that too. So
any day of the week.
Yeah.
Twice on Sunday. But
hello.
That means your final matchup, your finals here, is either 8, Clash of the Titans from 1981, or number 3, 300 from 2006, with a freaking 25-year difference.
Clash of Titans. Clash of Titans win. Clash of Titans. It's a classic.
And Jason?
300.
Fuck you. 300. Fucking Clash of Titans. It's got the claymation, but it's a quality story.
300 made it this far.
But it's been
phenomenal
good.
fight scenes.
Yeah.
A phenomenal
it had
cast.
good fight scenes.
And
but Clash of the Titans is a classic. It's just it's got decent fight scenes. It's claymation. It's got a decent story. It goes from beginning to 100 is we're going to die in this small little area, and they do. The end.
Yeah, but they murdered a shit ton of Persians along the
fucking
Well, I've been sitting here listening to your arguments, and does that mean that I am the tiebreaker in the freaking final?
You are the tiebreaker.
You are the tiebreaker. Facts.
Well, it's already written down because I saw this coming.
Oh,
But
the Oracle here saw it coming. The Fates saw it
The
coming.
Fates have seen fit.
yes, the Fates saw this coming. That's 100% accurate. And
Pretty little one.
the winner of this is, well, let me do it this way. Do a little replay here first. In fourth place, you had number 7, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief from 2010. In third place, you had number 11, Wonder Woman from 2017. In second place, you had number 3 seed, 300 from 2006. And in first place, you had number 8, Clash of the Titans from 1989.
Yeah.
I win.
Aries,
300.
Aries be upon you in the night.
I'm sorry, but I feel like Clash of the Titans has to win this at least one time I do this bracket, and I don't know if they'll ever fucking. I've only done this bracket twice now. I don't know. It definitely didn't win last time. I don't remember what won last time. I don't feel like looking, but I can 100% say it wasn't that. I'm pretty sure it didn't. I'm pretty sure Clash of Titans didn't make it out of the first or second round. I'm guessing, but
That's because they didn't have fucking respect.
That's right.
No,
oh no. CA is actually was actually a great guest, and she loves old movies, so she saw a lot of the older movies at some point in her life. But you know, I want to see Clash of Titans win, and 300 is good, but I can't rewatch it. And I'm not saying I can rewatch Clash of Titans really either, but I've seen 300 more than I've seen Clash of Titans, but
Yeah.
I don't know. 300 to me is just too overdramatic at times.
Yeah. I think
And
quality story.
Clash of the Titans is a better storyline, and it just can't be fun.
Yeah.
So,
Suck it 300 times.
So Clash of the Titans from 1981 won this one, folks. We'll see who wins the next time this bracket finally comes up. I'm honestly surprised two different groups wanted to do this bracket already, but I don't have any of them in the books yet. But we'll see if anybody picks it in the future. But where can they find you, K&J?
You can find us at kjnapodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on the Twitter and the Facebook and the Instagram and the Threads and on Patreon, KJNA Podcast. And you can find us on Buy Me a Coffee, KJNA Podcast. And we just got a number. They can find us. It's 858-848-KJNA and text us or leave us a voicemail.
You also forgot.
TikTok.
A podcast with a phone number, folks. That's dangerous. But
yeah, text us and give a shit. It's fine. Do I have a text? No.
Gonna fucking see fucking Kevin here ending up on a freaking milk carton somewhere. But but you all know where you can find Paranormal New Normal. If you can't by now, fucking shame.
How dare you?
How dare they? How dare they? But you could find me on Paranormal New Normal on any podcatcher for all the episodes. You could find me on Facebook as the Uncensored, Untamed, Unapologetic YouTube Podcast Collective. You could find me on XX Baby in the Gram as that Juggalo Bastard. You can find me on TikTok as that Juggalo Bastard Podcast. Or you can find me on YouTube as Paranormal New Normal. Or you can find me streaming live on Parapost Network on Facebook. And I'm also a proud member of the Blind Knowledge Network. Because, all knowledge was blind if you're like Oedipus. So, fuck. But until next time, folks, I want to thank Kevin and Jason for coming on. And I can guarantee they'll be back for another bracket at some point. It's going to be a while because I'm pretty fucking booked out. But I know it's the glory of being a podcaster. But we'll work it out. We'll work it out and figure it the hell out and figure out where we're going to be. But actually, maybe you'll catch my music show. I kind of want them to do a music podcast. A music bracket. I'll have to send them that list. But I'm pretty sure I already did. So I already did. Actually, now they might pick up the original list on Twitter. So we'll see. I'll send them a list of there's a good 30 music brackets to choose from. So you guys can have fun picking those. But I need more brackets. I need more brackets on that show. There's less people. People see the paranormal and movie topics on this one. They just jump to this one, and I understand. I get it. But it's music. You think more people would love music. But till next time, remember, you should know your Greek myths because history repeats itself, especially with Oedipus in Alabama. But see you next time.
Deuces.